Hello, lovely people, and just a massive shout out firstly to everybody who came and made Cars in the Park an incredible success. It was our second annual show and it was a phenomenal success, and I just want to say thanks for that. So let's get into it. I didn't really get much of a chance to actually see the Cars in the Park because I was too busy with the team running the event. But this lovely little Mini is actually one of my regulars, comes to Cars and Coffee quite often, and it's got a Honda B18 Type R engine in it, and it's quite nice to see some of our customers down there as well. We did the tyres and the wheel set up for this awesome BMW, and yeah, it was nice. We had sponsorship from people like Dax and Howard Brothers. We had sponsorship from Euro Car Parts and Tacona, and then of course the company that I work for was our biggest sponsor, and that was Jackson and Phillips. We did we did quite a bit on the day in terms of sort of preparation, but it was like 6 months of work in the to get it all organised and ready for the event. This is actually one of our regulars cars as well, and Gav has got an RB25 in it, and it's a bit ratty on the outside, but my god does that thing shift. But it was just great. I mean, the whole event was set up to get people all talking, and that's exactly what we're doing with the events. And it was quite nice actually to see a Mini with a Honda engine that wasn't a B series. That's actually a D series engine. It was really cool, and he had this nice little badge made up, and that was just something sort of special, a bit different. There's only one word for those, and that's busso. But moving on, you've got this lovely little Yaris GR, and again, those guys travelled a bit of distance to come down for the day, which was always nice to have that support. Howard Brothers in the row behind with the real cool muscle cars. This little GTI looks like it's been pretty heavily breathed on, and you'll see one of our little duckies up on the scuttle panel there. But I'd be interested to know what sort of power this is running. It'd be pretty cool actually to have a chat with the owner, and that's one thing that I did miss on the day, is not actually getting to talk to people. I was just too busy, unfortunately. This lovely little blue Mini comes to Cars and Coffee on the regular, and it's a stunning thing. Leon's Mini, that grey one, has got an insane ice set up inside it. Obviously you've got Mike's 32 there, which we've seen on the channel countless times. Sam's lovely big Plymouth hiding behind it. I say hiding, it's like taking over the entire park, it's that big. Massive shout out to Ross and Luke and their families from Howard Brothers. Came out in full force and brought a load of really cool Yank stuff. This green Ford Fairlane actually ended up winning our car of the event. For us it was just stunning, and the old boy in the cowboy hat back there, he was the guy who owned it. It was over the moon. That's Luke's oh god, what is it? Luke's Nova, and then they've got this really cool family converted Ram. But yeah, massive respect to those guys for making such an effort. I think they brought 8 or 9 cars down with them in the end. We had a real good turnout of JDM cars as well, and yeah, I mean, I'm JDM through and through, but there are I'm starting to sort of see appreciation for other sides of the world now when it comes to the automotive scene. I think since getting the 924, my opinion on German cars has definitely changed, but I will never miss seeing that Impreza. This Volvo was cool, and it sounded really good as well. I said to the guy who was under the bonnet, it was like, it's totally stock except from the back box, so I was pretty impressed. Noggy, the blue TT, this is actually Dom, and fair play to him, he's the guy that very kindly did the footage for me for today, and he also put the edit together. I'm just doing the voiceover, so massive thanks to Dom for that, as I just would never have got round in time. And for me, this is quite fun, because this is the first time I'm actually getting to see half these cars. I didn't know that we had a 5-litre Mustang there. I love a hardtop MX-5, I think they look great. M3 looks stunning, and again, it's got one of our little duckies up on the dashboard, which is quite cool. The Bel Air, I think it's a Bel Air. It's not often you see a 4-door, and it looks fantastic. The colour was, I mean, for me, it was one of the cars of the day, but it was so hard. That Plymouth actually won the Show and Shine wins, which we didn't pick. We gave that to the sponsors to pick and told them, you know, can you guys go and find us your first, second and third places for the Show and Shine winners, which was really cool. This is cool actually. This is Paul's, and he's also got the blue ST. He was one of the marshals on the day, so thanks to Paul for bringing down his 2 cool cars. He got the Lego ST. And yeah, it was just nice for him to come and show them both off. TVR, stunning, 4-litre V8, makes awesome noises. Al, one of our own, TT with the humongous brakes on it, and it's got so much work done to it now. And I've got a real hankering now for an old SL. I think they're looking really cool. This Capri, really tidy looking motor as well. And again, we had quite a few cool old Fords there, as well as some modern ones, which was nice to see. And again, these guys all had their duckies out on the dashboard, which was really cool. We actually gave them away. So the first, I think it was 100 or so that came through the gates got a free goodie bag, and one of the items in there was a duck, which seemed quite ideal on the day, considering that we had intermittent torrential rain showers. But that was cool. And then you got Mike's TR6 at the end, which was a full nut and bolt restoration. Yeah, it's a 6, I can see the badge now. But yeah, that's a full nut and bolt restoration, beautiful car. Heems's M3, as I've said many times, my favourite shape of BMW, I think of all time, and Heems is no exception. It's a mega bit of kit, that thing. And we also had the Dodge Challengers Owners Club down there. Obviously the purple Dodge we've seen in our videos no end of times, but I didn't realise there was this many this local, so a lot of these guys are sort of only in the area. It was really cool for them to make the effort to come down, be there on the day. But yeah, that was cool of them. So this is Zach's Arteon R, and I haven't actually had a chance to look at it at all. And it is a seriously cool bit of kit and very fast from all intents and purposes. Lewis's cool car, and then this is the Howard Brothers stand. They'd got their liveried up minis, which was cool. But Ross's 442 Cutlass, incredibly cool looking car. And then they also had Tim's Model A, looking fantastic as always. But no, it was just such a real good eclectic mix. This seemed to just be an incredible like show car. Everybody loved the DeLorean, and it's funny actually because Dax brought it with those guys along with the lovely Lotus, and they brought the Benz, and they brought like a 1 of 25 Benz in the world as well, and all sorts of cool bits and pieces. Like this was the Dax stand, and they got their little Bedford Rascal, which was really cool. And yeah, this black Benz was mega. And so yeah, we did the announcements and stuff, different bits and pieces, but this was one of the winners, and it was such a lovely little car. I'm grateful for Dom getting a little bit of footage of it, and we gave like the Show and Shine winners trophies, which was really nice. Unfortunately, we didn't really get a lot of opportunity to get much of the speeches and thank yous and stuff, but if you've seen my previous videos, you'll know massive fan of a Focus RS, Mark 1 Focus RS. Insanely cool car. This thing, big V8, obviously twin turbo, and an estate automatically is a cool car. But yeah, that was stunning, and I wish I'd got more chance to actually have a look around it, but it'd be nice because we're at Roll Hard the end of this week actually. Z28 Camaro, big block V8, looking really cool, really tidy. Nice to see a bit of modernisation under the bonnet. And it's nice to see one that's not been painted yellow. Everybody seems to want to paint them yellow, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, that was Cars in the Park 2023. We raised nearly 5,000, in fact over £5,000 in a day. So I just want to say a massive thanks to everybody who came down. Again, huge shout out to Dom for doing the video for me, and a massive thanks to the team and my family for helping me put on the day. So thanks again guys, and we'll catch you soon.